You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I try to tell people. So me, Mr. Butchie showing me that, and you know what I mean, and showing me that, you know what, like I would always, like Mr. Butchie say, look, he had the Muslim cologne, you know what I mean? He had the cologne, and he shake your hand. He could shake your hand at 6 a.m. in the morning. He traveling with you the whole day because the scent or that cologne don't leave. He traveling with you the whole day.
That is a whole word up.
No, so that's why he be like, that's why I learned how to, you know what I mean? So it's like, I've always had Islamic teaching, you know what I'm saying? Like, without being Islamic. I've always had the teaching growing up around, you know, prominent figures like that.
Okay.
All right, on Doggy Diamonds No Filter, you talked about being blackballed. How did you know it was actually a blackball? What did you do to overcome it? And do you think any artist can overcome a blackball?
I mean, yeah, I mean, you just can't care. You gotta be in it for what you're in it for. Like, I love music. You know what I mean? I never cared about the industry or hearing my record on the radio. Like, my thing was always like, I'm always like, my mother always taught me that. She said, listen, no matter what situation you in, always remember that you are the prize. You know what I'm saying? So I always know I'm the prize. Like, I don't need the industry. Like, you know what I mean? The industry gonna need me. You know what I mean? Y'all want to keep me out the game? Cool. It's all right. You know what I mean? Like, now you look now, and they wish it was Ali Vegas around all this time putting out music to sustain the prominence of what we call, you know what I mean? Like, but you know what? It's like the ones ahead. That's why I always say Big was the last king in New York, because he did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? He put New Yorkers on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was with Big was New Yorkers. From Mace, The Lox, Black Rob, Junior Mafia, everything was New Yorkers. You know what I mean? It wasn't from other places and not giving New Yorkers that shot. He gave New Yorkers that shot. You know what I mean? And it didn't matter who you was. Like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't matter who you was. Even if, that's why, he gave the world Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how much, I don't care what he did before, he gave the world Jay-Z. When Big said, yo, this is my man. You know what I mean? This is my man. And even if on joints with, even if he listening and Jay getting ill, he still said it don't matter. Even if the people feel like he iller than me, it don't matter. This is my man. He laid that foundation of show love is the Brooklyn way.
Real camaraderie.
So when so when a person is growing up in Brooklyn and they see like, nah, show love is the Brooklyn way. Your king says that. Like, he shows you this is how we do things. So that's why I never worried about, to go back to the original question, I never worried about being blackballed, because that was just a saying to me. Like, can't nobody really, you know, like, you could just keep me, you probably could keep the people in your circle from rocking with me, but that's not my circle. I never care about the thoughts of anybody outside of my home. That's the only thing that matters, is what's inside of my home, because that's where I gotta live. I don't gotta live in the industry. I don't gotta live with the people. I don't have to. I live in my home. So however the people, long as the people in my home and my family know, you know what I mean? That's all that matters to me. I never cared about what anybody think about me. You know what I mean? But the only thing that matters is what the people in my household think.
So, like, there was never any time where there was never a time when you fell out of love with hip hop through all the trials and tribulations of your time?
Nah, I love music, man. Like I love music. Like, I love creating. You know what I mean? Like, only way you like I still keep a CD player and a tape deck in the car. You know what I'm saying? Because I love music. Like, no matter what. So, like, if you took the speakers and the microphones and all that away, then yeah, then you would make me upset. You make me mad or sad because I can't create music. You took the pens and the pads away and my thoughts away, then yeah. But if you just take some radio play and me not, you know what I mean, me not being on a 106 in Park or something like that, that's not going that's not going to make no difference to me because I still could create it. You know what I mean? Like every morning I get up, I play. It's two things I play. I play Richard Pryor. I play my Richard Pryor tape, you know what I mean, to always remind me to laugh, you know what I'm saying? And I play Nina Simone, you know what I mean? It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the two things I play every morning.
Wow. That's a jewel right there. That's a jewel right there. You ever, as an MC, you ever deal with quote unquote writer's block?
Never had it, never in my life. It's always something to write about, man. It's always something to write about. You know, like how you see people don't understand. It's like when you're going through a slump. You know, like see people think writer's block is just because it's not probably coming out as dope as other things might come out. You still write about it because that's the phase you're going through. The only way you're gonna get out of the rut is going through the phase. So like I've always practiced that way ever since I started rhyming. I've always practiced that way. Like me and my cousin with homie, he would do 30-minute drills. He would do 30-minute drills with me. And when 30-minute drills is he's just naming things off the top of his head and he's like, and he just saying it and I'm rhyming about it. Hands, and I rhyme about a hand. Foot, rhyme about a foot. Bug on the wall, rhyme about the bug on the wall. Steps, like it's a 30-minute drill. You just keep going for 30 minutes. That way, you know what I mean? You learn how to get through the rut. That's why I don't, like, I really love this. I love music. Like I study this. Like I'm in the gym. Like how Kobe was in the gym. Like I'm in the gym. That's why when people are like, damn, son, you still ill. Yeah, because I practice every day. Them 30-minute drills. Hat. I still have my cousin say, pick something and I rhyme about it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate the wealth of knowledge that you shared. I'm gonna let my man, Mr. Brimzor, take over. I appreciate the knowledge that you shared to me, God. It's really insightful, and I appreciate your time, God. Thank you so much.
Nah, anytime, man.
All right, man.
So Ali, what's your songwriting process like?
I mean, I used to have first it starts with like a pack of grape Now-Laters. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got a pack of grape Now-Laters, you know what I mean? Once I get the pack of grape Now-Laters, then you know what I mean, I gotta have like a good nice pack. And once I get a nice pack of grape Now-Laters, you know what I mean, or a pack of tropical punch, then from there it's like, okay, then I let the beat play. And then once the beat play, then I go wherever the music, you know what I mean? I go wherever the music take me. And then once it takes me to that place, you know, like I write about it. You know, like I don't see a lot of people run from the raw emotion of the music. You know, and it's like, sometimes you just gotta let the music, you gotta just take what the defense give you. You know what I mean? So that's always my writing process. So if a beat come on and it's sad, I'm gonna give you straight that emotion. I'm gonna capture that emotion of here, like, cause that's what the singers of the 80s did. You know what I mean? Like 70s and the 80s, like when they sung with 70s, they sung with raw emotion. Like, you know what I mean? So I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I gotta beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, because you mean that much to me. I ain't too proud to beg. Like,
that's how you know the pussy was good back then.
You understand what I'm saying? You understand? Like he getting on the track, like exposed. You know what I mean? Like.
Yes, sir.
Like, that's what they was do. Like they would expose their souls of where it's like, get to know me. You know, so that like my writing process is That's it. First, I write it as a fan of music, and then I read it and listen to it as a fan of myself. Of saying, you know what, this is what I want to hear from you. You know, like, and that's what I do. I always start with the man in the mirror. I always start with, I'll be like, yo, look, I talk to myself in the mirror. I'm like, where we gonna take it? You know what I mean? Like when we did the Alleluia project just now, it's like, yo, where you want to take it? I was like, they already know I could rhyme. So I'm like, you know what? Now I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna give them the part of me that I don't usually give. I'm gonna give them the ghost part, the ghost writing part of me. So it's like, here. That's why the song, the beat selection, everything is still in the same vein, but it's, you know, it's fast rhyming, it's slow rhyming, it's rhyme for the ladies, rhyme for the, you know what I mean? It's that. So that's why, like, that's my process of. First, it starts with the grape narrators, and then I just let the beat play, and once my mind go, that's it.
That's dope, bro.
How did the song Purple City Gangsters come about with Uncasa?
It's crazy because I just was, you know what I mean, I guess, you know, mutual friends, you know, like I would have never seen myself doing, you know what I mean? I would never see us, you know what I mean, like us crossing paths, you know, but you know, we had mutual friends, and I was with a mutual friend, and the mutual friend got invited to, you know, go to the session. So we got to the session, you know, Aguilar, we in there. So then Casa's in there, and they recording. Like I said, I'm an on the spot person. So if you like, yo, y'all need to do something. Word up, yo, Vague, y'all need to do something. You know what I mean? We got to set it up. So you got the beat up right now. You know what I mean? Like, let's do it now. You know, so, but what happens is it shocks people because of the comparison. So when people compare me to Nas, they think that, but no, see, I got a southpaw flow. See, I could always do what Esco can't do. You know what I mean? Like, I could always go where Esco can't go. I have a southpaw flow. So that's why when they throw a joint on like that, it's like, okay, this is easy. The body break up with like this is simple because I got a southpaw flow. So that's what made it. You know what I mean? We made it magical, and it came out. You know, dope. You know, it's like one of those. It's one of those rare gems that's like, damn. Like, hold up, they got a song together. Like,
that shit is fire. Salute on that. Salute on Casa.
So Ali Vegas, you being the legend in the game, what could you tell us coming into the game? What advice you could give us, and any expectations?
oh, I mean, don't ever stop. And now it's such a dope game because we couldn't do this 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't do this 20 years ago. Y'all would have had to be. This would have been in a label conference room with a tape recorder. You know what I'm saying? Asking me these questions, and y'all working for the source or something. Like, we couldn't do this 20 years ago. Like, this is dope. Everything is on demand where you could be like, yo, Vague, we gonna go live let's do it. You know what I mean? Like, this is, man, it's like a buyer's market. You know what I mean? Where it's like, whatever you want is available to you. You know what I mean? And that's why I said, like, just don't ever stop. You know what I mean? Like, you love this game. It's like, don't ever, you know what I mean? Don't ever stop, because in 20 years, we gonna be the staple. You know what I mean? Like, we gonna be the staple. You know, like, y'all gonna be, that's why I never, like, that's what half a mil taught me that. You know, half a mil taught me to you don't run from the up and coming. You know what I mean? You don't run from the up and coming. You embrace the up and coming. You know what I'm saying? And you grow with the up and coming. So like I was young. I was the baby up and coming. He like, nah, let's do it. We gonna do this. So it's like, because you never know what it's gonna leave. Like the Italian Guitars is a legacy song. You know what I mean? Like, but if it, but if he was just imagine if he took the approach of like nah, I ain't introducing you to my fan base. Like, you gotta get it how you gotta get it.
Damn,
That
yeah.
you know what I mean? That legacy song would have never been made.
Unfortunately, there's abundance of that bullshit.
Yeah,
you know?
that's facts.
That's what I'm saying. So that legacy song would have never been made. So you just never know.
Yeah.
You never know what's your, you know what I mean? What's your legacy? Like just by Big introducing the world of Hove, his legacy, no matter if his legacy forever attached to, like, no matter how big Jay is, like that, at the root of all of that is Biggie Smalls. You know what I mean? So like that's all I say. Don't never overlook what could be a legacy moment. You know what I mean? Like this what I'm saying. This right here, it's a legacy moment. Because in 20 years, when we, you know what I mean? Like I said, when we looking at when we putting everybody else on, when we grabbing everybody else and putting everybody else on, you'll see like, wow, it started right here. Like damn, we doing a interview at the highest level. You know what I mean? Now just saying, damn, we started. Our first interview was on live on Instagram, and now we here. You know what I mean? So that's why I said you never shun what could be a legacy moment. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Yo, Ali, I appreciate your time. I appreciate the knowledge, the answers, everything, man.
Nah, I appreciate y'all having me, man. Like I said, legacy moments, man.
Yo, we can't wait to work with you on Brim Game 4, man.
Nah, let's you know what I mean? My Brim game. You know what I mean? My Brim game.
You already.
Yeah, you know, good. My Brim game like Shaq Rim game.
I appreciate the knowledge, dog.
Nah, it was a pleasure, man. You know what I mean? We gave people what they wanted, man. It was a pleasure, man. Like, this is only the beginning, so I ain't worried about it. We gonna be, like I said, we gonna be on top. So this is just the beginning. Don't even worry about it.
Always, that's what's up. Man. I appreciate that, Lord. Thank you so
much.
Love.
Always, man, for sure. Love.
Good.
Got to push you, kid. That was